Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy will. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or a duty unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnah followers, stream it every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnah followers. Most powerful, just my Redeemer, provider.
The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, anyone who puts to memory the names of Allah can only be guaranteed paradise. But it's not just simple remembrance. It's taking the names of Allah and seeing that He is who He says He is, and then applying it to your heart and showing it through your actions. Join Ustadah Laila Nasheeba as she takes us through the names and attributes of Allah. Okay, guys, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, wa salam Allah wa rasulullah. I apologize for being late. I was really on time, but I had to deal with some issues from Facebook. It's always something. I check the mails and, trying to run a website and stream. It's a hard thing to do, guys. A lot of stuff be going on. I tell y'all want to see what goes on behind the scenes. Join our Zoom room, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And also, guys, before we get started, too, I want to remind everybody, guess what? Oh, check this out. We are $250 overdrawn. Y'all know what that means? Them streaming people, they went through before the first. So please, guys, support this website. We are a 501c. We are a nonprofit organization. Oh, yeah, we're overdrawn by $200 and some dollars. We had some money in there from, we're checking on the what? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on here. Okay. Yes, we are $200 and something dollars overdrawn because they put the streaming, which is $300. That went through, but we didn't have no money in our account anyway, as you guys know, because we were overdrawn. And so now we're 200 and something overdrawn. So please, guys, if you can, please support this dawah effort. Look at all the rewards you're going to get. Whatever blessings that Allah gives me for teaching, and whatever blessings Allah is giving Sheikh Morsi, Dr. Jamali, Mukhtar, and all of us here at Sunnah Followers, you will be getting that reward too, because we would not be able to put out this knowledge, this information, if you guys did not support us financially. Whatever blessings Allah is sending Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid for his books, whatever blessings Allah is giving Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli for his books, you guys are getting those blessings too, because due to your donations, we're able to set everything out. So please support us, guys. Make the donations. We are $200 and something overdrawn. That's bad. Oh, yeah. You guys gave some really good donations during Ramadan. I wish every month was Ramadan, because I didn't have to worry about it for 2 months because of y'all's donations. But we could use those big donations again to get us out the hole. Yeah, how much it costs? It costs over $2,000 a month to run this website. Yeah, we are an online Islamic university. For those of you who don't know, we are listed. We are a real online Islamic university. Yeah, and that's cheap. To only take $2,000 a month to run this, that's cheap. And all of our classes are free. That's not bad, because these other universities online charge y'all money, and they cost like $10,000 a month. You know, when ours is just $2,000, everything is free. But so please support us, guys, because we're desperately in need of those donations. So with that said, let's get started. Now, yesterday, we completed chapter 3 of the book, Diluting Bara, written by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. And alhamdulillah, chapter 3 was so intriguing. What made that chapter so intriguing was Sheikh Kareem spoke about how, as Muslims living in a non-Islamic society, how we go about establishing our own Muslim communities within it. That's why the Prophet said, whenever there are 2 or more Muslims in the same village, the same town, congregational prayer must be established. You take that barn or take an apartment and turn it into a place where the Muslims can meet, you know, to worship Allah. And by the way, let me know if something happens where y'all can't hear, because I'm playing with this new program. So that chapter 3 spoke about how when we come together as Muslims, we have to implement allegiance and know when to hold and basically when to fold. Because sometimes we may find ourselves in situations where we have to distance ourselves from other Muslims too, if they are sinful Muslims. If they are Muslims that are not practicing a religion as they should, you know, we don't go around harming them, because the simple fact that they declare La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, that means that their life, their reputation, and their property is sacred. What does that mean? I cannot attack another Muslim's reputation. I cannot go around doing what these people are doing today, calling Muslims kafirs and hypocrites and innovators and deviators and you going to hell. That's haram. We're not supposed to do that to each other. And also, I cannot slander your character. I cannot try to destroy your reputation. Nor can I take any of your property. So whether you're practicing a religion or not, those 3 things are sacred. Does everybody understand that? Because that's very important. Do all the Muslims understand that? The new shahadas, everybody. Do you guys understand that even if a Muslim is sinful and not practicing, those 3 things are sacred? Do you guys understand that? Okay, good job, Brother Abdullah. I ain't got no comments in the peanut gathering. They eating peanuts. I tell y'all, join my Zoom room and see what goes on in there. Them old ladies, they in there eating peanuts. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to say. So, them old ladies. So yes, you know, when I taught you guys that yesterday, one of the sisters called me up about an issue with her and in her community. And she asked me, she said, Sister Laila, what about this? What if you got a Muslim in your community that sell drugs, for example? Their life their reputation, their property is sacred. What are we supposed to do? Just be silent about it? And that's why I'm going to do a whole series on enjoining good and forbidding evil. I'm going to start that class up probably in 2 weeks. I'm going to teach you guys how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us to implement well or better. Okay, but in that case, if there's somebody that you know that's selling drugs in the community, you take it to the people of authority. It's all about that. You go to the people of authority in the community and have them address that person. You guys understand that? That's what you do. Just like there was a companion that used to get drunk. The Prophet liked him, but he had a problem with getting drunk. And whenever he got drunk, the companions, they didn't beat him up and call him kafirs. They went and told the Prophet, and the Prophet would deal with it. So if there's somebody in your Islamic community who's engaging in behavior that's harmful or behavior that's not acceptable, then you take it to the people of authority. That's the job of the imam. That's why I'm telling y'all, this executive board crap is crap. We've become so westernized. That's the responsibility of the imam to handle. That's his job, to lead the people in prayer and to handle that type of stuff. All right? So that's what you do. You take it to the people and authority of the community. You don't go around slandering that person or backbiting him, because there's a certain methodology that we have to implement when it comes to enjoining the good and forbidding the evil. And I will do a whole series on that. You know, it's beginning in 2 weeks. By the way, Geechee, get that jingle together. Okay? All right, so, today what I'm going to do, just to see, after I talked with the sister yesterday, I thought about it. I said, well, let me give y'all another way of thinking as to how to implement well better amongst each other. And as I told you guys, everything begins with and ends with Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you, and I did post up the name. We're going to take the name of Allah, Ar Rasheed, Ar Rasheed, and we're going to dilute it. We're going to dilute, that means to break it down. We're going to dilute the name Ar Rasheed and apply it with ourselves and other Muslims within the community. So this is good practice. You're learning the names of Allah, how to implement them, okay, with each other, which is what we're supposed to do with those names. Okay, so let's get it started. Let me put the PowerPoint up. I want to see participation from everyone. For you people eating the peanuts in the peanut gallery, put them peanuts down and hope you don't choke, because I wanted participation today. People on Zoom, people on YouTube, Facebook, I want to see all of you try this, because that's what this is all about. Implementing the knowledge that you gain here. That's why I'm telling y'all, please support us. You're not going to get this type of education anywhere else. You know, we are a real live online school, but you're not going to get it brought to you like this anywhere else. So let's put this up on the screen. Let me take everything down. By the way, oh yeah, the sister's asking, let's do a little bit of that. Yeah, the sister's asking about my outfit. Yeah, this is from Somalia. You know, one of my Bantus, this was a gift from Norto and Aisha. You know, the two and by the way, they are available for marriage. Well, Norto is. Norto's available for marriage. We got a proposal. for the other one. Where that picture at? Girl, my picture done left away. Oh my God. Oh, here they are. Here they are. There you go. Y'all see that one in the front? She's available. That's Nortel, 27 years old, about to graduate from college. Any of you brothers out there, 27 or older, with a college degree or a good job, hit me up about Nortel. She's Somalian. There she is, gorgeous. There you go. That's how you look for a husband. Through the women that you know, we put it out there. Mukhtar, get on it. 27, Mukhtar. Fine, hook her up. All right. So this is from her. Both. This is my TikTok. Yeah, y'all see this? This is, she put the, this is, yeah, ain't this nice, my Kimar? It has TikTok on it. They banned me. You guys know they banned me on TikTok. Oh, yeah. They banned Laila Nasheeba's account. I guess they didn't want the true Islam to be out. But so anyway, I got a TikTok, Kimar. Y'all see that? That's TikTok. And the abayas, this is Somali. I love the Somali way of dressing. Most of my clothes are Somali. I look good in them too, don't I? Those are your original Arabs. The Arabs originated from out of Yemen. The 3 tribes of Saba. I am from Saba-Ur. I'm from the tribe of Bilqis, which is Saba-Ur. That's also Sheikh Atli's tribe. That's also Sheikh Morsi's tribe. That's also Dr. Asim's tribe. Dr. Saeed, that's why we all related. Then you got 2 other tribes of Saba. That part of, back in the day, for those of you who don't know, Somalia was part of Yemen. That's why I tell y'all history is important. What we call Somalia today, that was all part of Yemen. Those are your original Arabs. They're black. Exactly. That's right. Take a look at your great-great-grandmother. That's Norto. The originals. Hello, great-great-grandmother, Dr. Dramali. Y'all know I got to keep the humor in there. Okay, let me put the PowerPoint up. Yeah, because this is going to get really interesting, guys. I'm trying to make it funny because I know y'all going to get frustrated trying to break down this name. But let me take this down and put it up. Hold on. Yeah, all right, hold on. Let's see. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got it, brother. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. When I get started up, just tell me what it is. Yeah, yes, everybody. All of you, I can see. I got the other stream program open. The people on LinkedIn are asking me, will I see their answers too? Yes. That's why I got 2 computers open. I'm going to see all of your answers, inshallah. Let's put this up on the screen. All right, let me start with the people on Zoom. Y'all can look at this beautiful waterfall that's down the street from where I live. This is Cuyahoga Falls. This is where I live. We got waterfalls everywhere. This one is down the street from me. Cuyahoga Falls. Waterfalls galore. Okay, let me put up here. Norto, y'all should be able to see this on Zoom. Y'all can see that, right? Okay, now let me share it. This is going to be difficult, I know. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if I did it. Okay. For you guys on YouTube and Facebook, can y'all see? There's the name. Well, I'm going to try to make it a little bigger. Hold on. Oh, did I do it? Oh, this, let me move. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so inshallah, y'all can see this. Okay, let's take a look at the name. The name that we're going to be breaking down today. I want one of you, Sister Precious, Latifa, one of the new people who are learning how to read in Arabic, to read the name in Arabic. Go ahead, get on the mic, people. Let's go. What? Read the name in Arabic. Is there anybody in the Zoom room? Come on, people. I don't have
Ar Rasheed.
Who did that? Precious? That was you?
Yes.
That's pretty good. Do it again.
Ar Rasheed.
Say it again.
Ar Rasheed.
MashaAllah. This is Al Rasheed. The shadda. You see that shadda? The shadda on the raw, which means you're going to pronounce it twice. And there's the sukoon, which means you're going to skip the lamb. So it's not El. It's not Al Rasheed. It's not Al Rasheed because there's a sukoon on the lamb. It's Ar Rasheed. Arra, arra, arra. Double the raw. And this is a sheen of elongation. You have the elongation, so that means you're going to hold the sheen for 2 counts. You're going to hold the raw for 2 counts and the sheen for 2 counts. So it's Ar-Rasheed, Ar-Rasheed. And since we're ending, you pronounce letter. This is the D sound. You don't say do. You take the vowel off and it's Ar-Rasheed, Ar-Rasheed, Ar-Rasheed. It's not Ar-Rasheed. It's not Ar-Rasheed. That's a different word. And what does Ar-Rasheed mean in English? Well, this is not what it really means in English, but this is the closest translation we can get. And like I tell you guys, Arabic words take on more than one meaning, depending on how it's used. Okay, so this word, Ar-Rasheed, means the guide or the teacher, the infallible teacher. The infallible teacher, because that's what Allah is. Allah is the guide, and Allah is the teacher of all mankind, and he doesn't make any mistakes. What does the word infallible mean? That's how you break down the names of Allah too. You look up that meaning in English. What does infallible mean? Can anybody tell us?
Its meaning is incapable of making mistakes or being wrong, unable to do or achieve.
Good job. It means incapable of making mistakes. So Allah is not just a teacher. He is the teacher. The teacher. Because the rest of the humans, we make mistakes. I am a teacher, but I make mistakes sometimes. A lot of times. When I listen back to my lectures, I can hear a lot of mistakes I make. Well, you're not going to get a mistake from Allah. Whatever Allah teaches is correct. No mistakes. So, Ar-Rasheed, Ar-Rasheed, Allah, he is the teacher that is incapable of making mistakes. He's the one who guides and teaches without mistakes. So let's break it down. Let me start it off here. What is this? Get this out the way. This thing in the way. Move that. Text box. Let me make a text box right here. Text boxed. Here we go. So when it comes to breaking down the names of Allah, we start off, this is the way the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught us to break these names down. The first thing is, how does Allah show us he is incapable of making mistakes when teaching or guiding us? That's the first part. So we're going to look at this part of the name. How does Allah show us that unlike us, he's incapable. He's a teacher who is incapable of making mistakes, whereas Laila Nasheeba can make a mistake. Sheikh El-Bani made mistakes. The companions made mistakes. But not the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also there's another person who Allah gifted with not making mistakes when it came to the religion. Can anybody remember who that person was? The Prophet.
John.
Who? Say it again.
Yahya.
Who?
John. Yahya.
No.
Yahya.
Listen to the question. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never made mistakes when it came to this religion because he was inspired directly by Allah. And there was one companion who didn't make mistakes either, because Allah Ar Rasheed, this will help you with the word too, because Ar Rasheed guided him to the truth. Who was that companion?
Was it Ibn Abbas because the Prophet made dua for him?
No, that's not true. Not Ibn Abbas. He made some mistakes.
Had to be Abu Bakr. He was As-Siddiq.
That's right. Abu Bakr, As-Siddiq. That's an Arabic word that means always guided to the truth. So you get to see the usage of this word, Al Rasheed. Allah always guided. He always guided Abu Bakr to the truth. So Abu Bakr didn't make no mistakes either, because Allah always guided him to the truth. Al Rasheed guided him to the truth. Okay? So let's look around us. How does Allah show us that he doesn't and he's incapable of guiding you to a mistake? How does he show us? How did he show Abu Bakr that he was incapable of guiding him to a mistake? Can anybody think about it? Who's going to start us off? Y'all see why I put some humor in the beginning, because this is going to be kind of hard. The Prophet would tell the companions, look around you. Look at and look at yourself. Reflect on your life. How does Allah show us that he is what he is? As my commercial says, Allah shows us he is what he is. Go ahead.
I say for the situation with Abu Bakr, his best friend was the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was there to be a model. And the main premise of him being a model was to a mercy unto mankind and to come.
Okay, it's not about the Prophet. How does Allah prove to us that Allah is incapable of making mistakes? That he's a teacher that is incapable of making mistakes. So your answer is not going to be about the Prophet Muhammad. It's going to be about Allah. This is Allah's name. He is Ar Rasheed. The Prophet Muhammad was not Ar Rasheed. This is Allah. Try again, people. Go ahead. Who's going to start us off? Where's Norto? Norto usually starts y'all off. Where's Fat May? May Leon.
Is it by looking at the world around us?
What about it? Listen to the question. Allah is Ar Rasheed. How does he prove to us that he is that? He proves that to you by looking at you at the world? That doesn't make sense. How does Allah show or prove to us that he is incapable of making mistakes with anything he has taught us? or he is incapable of having any flaws in how he guides us. How does he prove it? Y'all see, breaking down these names is not easy, is it? And I don't know.
I would say that
Go ahead.
Allah guides us by giving to us emotions, thoughts.
Wait a
and
minute.
feelings.
It's not that he's the guide. He's Al Rasheed. He's incapable of making a mistake when he guides us. So this is not, that's a different name. We're not using the name the guide. We're saying Allah is incapable of making mistakes as a guide or guiding you to mistakes. He's incapable of making mistakes as a teacher or guiding you to something bad or wrong as a teacher. Y'all understand the name? We got to ponder the name first. How does Allah prove to us that he's not going to guide you to something bad? That he's not going to guide you to something that would be harmful to you?
By providing us with the lawful and unlawful, with the showing us the pure things that we're allowed to do, and teaching us to stay away from the impure things.
Okay, we can play with that answer. That's a better answer. I wouldn't have given it, but I can play with that. That's better than what the other stuff. Okay. By, let me make it black so y'all can see the difference. Hold on. Where's that color?
To distinguish what's right and from what's wrong.
Okay, that's better. There you go. By teaching us the things that are good. Y'all see how I'm wording this? And bad. And those things really are things of goodness. And the bad really are things of badness. Good job. That's a better answer. There you go. It's not as hard as y'all making it. So how does Allah show us he's incapable of making a mistake? There are no mistakes in what he said is good. There are no mistakes in what he said is bad. For example, pork. Pork is bad. Pork is bad. Okay? Science has proven that. Okay? The pig has worms. Pig has worms. Okay? Another example, alcohol. It is bad. It intoxicates. Y'all see? So that's a good answer. Give me another one. Give me another example as to how Allah shows us that he is incapable of making a mistake in what he teaches us or what he guides us to.
With guide, I wanted to say that he guides us like in the way he designs the earth, like by creating signs and directions on the road to help us, like guide us to get to place without mistaking our destination or ending up in the wrong
job.
place.
The boundaries of the earth. Now y'all got it. There are no mistakes in that. No mistakes in what is east, west, south, or north. Good job. Good job. So the simple fact that he guided us with the boundaries of the earth, and it showed there's no mistakes in that. He's incapable of making a mistake. Good job when it comes to guiding us through the earth. Good job. One more. Can anybody get that? So that's two we got.
He made some of us boys and some of us girls.
MashaAllah. See how the kids can think? Good job. Well, okay, well, that's, yeah, but make it relate to as being a teacher or a guide. That's a different name. I don't want to go into that.
On YouTube, you got Isha said how Allah created the human body in perfect shape. And Fatima said how he created the Quran and didn't make any mistakes.
Okay, no, don't use no answers relating to the Quran. Don't use no answers relating to the Quran or the Hadith, because the non-believers don't believe in the Quran. Remember, when we break down the meaning of Allah's names, as the prophet said, you have to let it relate to what the people can see, touch, feel, and taste. Because most people don't believe in Allah. The only person that would think of a Quran is a Muslim. And you know, when you're breaking down the names of Allah, you're trying to light the fitra of a person's heart. And how do we light the fitra of a heart? By making them believe in Allah. So Quran should not be in any of these answers. Because Kafirs don't believe in the Quran. Hypocrites don't believe in the Quran. Weak Muslims are lost in it. So no, that's not an answer. But I like the fact that Aisha said the body, right? She said the human body. Allah taught us the functions of the human body and organs, and there are no mistakes in that. You see how to do it, Fatima? You got to pretend like you're talking to a kafir. Kafirs don't believe in that. Your answers got to relate to, and that's how the prophet gave dawah. When the prophet was calling the Quraysh to Islam, they didn't believe in the Quran. So he had to make them look around at the world and look at themselves, look at the universe, ponder the creation to get them to accept that Allah is who he said he is. So don't use nothing relating to Islam like that. Okay, but these are three good answers you guys gave. Good right here. The human being to the truth. Okay, well, that we can't use that either, Sister Pamela. Because people that don't believe in Allah will say, I don't need God to teach me nothing. That was Pharaoh. Pharaoh, you know, said he was Allah. He credited himself with his knowledge. So again, it can't relate to the Quran. It can't relate to nothing like that. It has to relate to something that the people cannot refute because it's right there in their face. They have no choice but to believe it, like we can about the pork. We all know that pork is bad for us. We all know that alcohol and drugs is bad. We know that all the things that Allah said are good and clean are good and clean. And the things that he said are bad and dirty are bad and dirty. Okay? The boundaries of the earth. There are no mistakes in the earth's axis. There are no mistakes in how the earth rotates. There is no mistakes in none of that. Allah made no mistakes in that. Man can't control that. Man cannot control the axis of the earth. Man cannot control the east, west, north, or south. Man would never have known that the pig is dirty. Okay? The man can't figure out what's good and bad on his own. Y'all see? All right.
Allah has provided for us our senses and we are able to
okay, that goes with the body. That's the human body and organs. We already got that. Okay, so these are three good ones. Let's just keep these three good ones because I don't want y'all to repeat them over. But these are our three good ones, and they're easy. Because remember, now we have to go to the second part. The second part, which is we take the above These three things, that examples that you guys have come up with as to proof as to how Allah is Ar Rasheed. How can we, and this is where the wala wal bara comes in, how can we incorporate it within ourselves? How to take the above names or attributes of Allah, these above attributes, and incorporate them into myself. So, and how do we do this? We start with the first one. The first one is, you guys said, by teaching us what's good and bad, and by us realizing that there is no bad in what's good, and there is no good in what's bad, how can you incorporate that into yourself to make yourself a better believing Muslim? Who would like to start that off?
By staying away from what Allah has forbidden, hating it in our hearts, and loving all the good, pure things that Allah has provided for us and enjoying them.
I will stay away from everything that Allah has said to be bad, and utilize only that which Allah says is good. Okay, that one was easy. Good job. What about the second part? The boundaries of the earth. The fact that Allah made no mistakes in how He created the boundaries of the earth. How can you incorporate that into making yourself a better Muslim, a better, more righteous believer? Who would like to try that one?
For that one, I want to say, I want to like stay within my boundaries that Allah has set for me. For example, like not transgressing the limits, even when it comes to my hatred for others or love for others, not crossing that boundary of Allah.
That's perfect. Now that's thinking. I will stay within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for me. And what else was it you said? Because you said so much. It was all good.
Not transgressing the limits of Allah in my hatred for others, or even in my love for others, and staying within those boundaries that Allah has set.
Not deviate to the right or left in my love or hate for others, nor in my other emotions. Good job. Y'all see how she did that? Y'all see how she did that? The fact that Allah set the boundaries of the earth and there are no mistakes in that. How can I incorporate that to myself? Well, Allah set personal boundaries for us too. And I'm going to stick to those boundaries. I'm not going to deviate to the right or left. Just like I wouldn't go right or left if I was on, just like I wouldn't go left if the sign said turn right. So I'm going to not deviate in my love or hatred for others, nor in my emotions. Good job, family. Okay, what about the third one? Allah taught us the functions of the human body and also the organs, and there's no mistakes in that. How can you incorporate that into yourself? Who would like to do that one? Whoever came up with that one, that was Aisha. Do that one.
We can do our best to take care of our body, something like that.
No,
or not.
No, that has nothing to do with the names of Allah. Anyone else? Allah taught us the functions of the human body and its organs, and there are no mistakes in that. How can you take that knowledge and incorporate it within yourself, guys? Oh God, I got a good one. I got so much stuff going through my mind, y'all. Look at what's happening today. Look at the world today for all of y'all who voted for Obama. Y'all can't think of nothing. Allah taught us the proper functions of the human body and its organs. He made no mistakes in that. How can you incorporate that?
Make sure we use our body for good things.
No,
Use our legs to go to good places.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Come on, guys. Allah created. Huh? Go ahead.
Okay, how I incorporate that into myself is to know that as far as...
And remember, this is about no mistakes. I'm trying to give y'all a clue. Go ahead.
Yeah, no mistake in what Allah created. I'm a woman, so I know that I'm a woman.
Yeah, so now give me an answer. Allah taught us the functions of the human body and its organs, and there are no mistakes in that. So how can you interpret it? You saying it, but saying it in a better way.
I was trying to think. I don't know. I was trying to say, okay.
I will accept the fact.
Go ahead, Dr. Fox.
The fact that Allah made no mistake in creating me to be who and what I am. Y'all see where I'm going with it? So I will not try to deviate or change away from that. That's simple. That's easy. That's easy, guys. Look at this. People trying, men becoming women, women becoming men. Well, Allah taught us the functions. He didn't make no mistakes when he created the human body. You got men now trying to have babies. Did y'all know that? That's the new thing now. They're trying to figure out how to put ovaries and a uterus in a man. Can y'all believe that? That's how twisted the world is. You trying to give men ovaries so they can reproduce like women. That's just pathetic. Allah didn't make no mistakes with that. You can forget it. You're not going to be able to make a sperm fertilize a sperm. Okay? You're not going to be able to blow a soul into a womb anyway. So you can forget that. Okay, mashallah. So that's the first two. And then this is the big one. This one shows well better within the communities. How do you take what you guys came up here and apply it in your interactions with other Muslims? How to take this, the second one, the above, which is the second stuff we did. You're going to take all of this here and apply it to your interactions within the community with other Muslims. This is the big part of the test here. And let's start with the first thing. The first thing y'all put here was, I will stay away. Let me take this red off so y'all can see where we are. Okay, hold on. I will stay away from everything that Allah has said to be bad and utilize only that which Allah says is good. How can you take that and incorporate that in your relation with other Muslims? That should be easy.
I will enjoy the good and forbid the evil with other Muslims.
Okay, good. Whenever I come in contact with other Muslims within the community, I will enjoin the good and forbid the evil as Allah has commanded us to do. That's a good one. That's the same thing Aisha said. Okay, that's a good one. What about the next one? Let's look at this one. I will stay within my personal boundaries. I will not deviate to the left or to the right in my love or hate for others. I will stay within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for me. How would y'all incorporate that? To be honest, this part of her answer is part of this. I'm going to be honest. The fact that she said she will stay within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for herself. Also, when I come upon other Muslims, I will not deviate to the right or left in my love or hate for them. What else can you say about that? Let's add another one. What else about staying within your personal boundaries? Come on, guys. How can you take staying within your personal boundaries and apply it in your relationship with other Muslims in the community? Okay, what do you mean by balance, Aisha? You will balance what? Balance what? What else is there? What will we balance around other Muslims besides love and hate, guys? Islam is about balance. Balancing what? Come on. This is easy. What will you balance in the presence of other Muslims besides your love and hate? It's a lot you can balance. Come on, guys. Y'all can't think? Wake up in that Zoom room.
We can balance our anger, make sure we don't
that falls
anger,
that falls with love and hate. Come on, so much we need to balance with each other. Come on, guys. What else? We already got the emotions covered. What else needs to be balanced in our interactions with each other? What is the number one thing I'm fussing about? What have the Muslims done that the Prophet said we would do? Come on, guys, because we don't balance. I will not deviate to the right or left in my love, hate, or other emotions. And what else? What's wala? Wala. Come on, guys. Wala. Bara. What this class is all about. Allegiance to who?
Allegiance to all Muslims?
What can y'all answer? I got to pull it out. This is why those innovators get more hits than I do. This is why the innovators are always stand out over us, guys. We don't think. Come on, y'all. This should be coming. Go ahead.
Our allegiance to each other.
What? Can you give me some more information? What are you balancing? What do you mean by your allegiance to each other? Come on, break it down. Okay, Sharmila, she said, I will be balanced in how I treat other Muslims. Thank you, Wafat. Not preferring. Why ain't y'all talking? Not preferring some over others. Good job, Wafat. Not ignoring the needs of some. Y'all got to have the scholars do it all. Wafat has a degree in Islamic studies. She shouldn't be answering this. Not ignoring the needs of some over others. Come on, people, get on that mic and come up with some answers. I ain't gonna put the rest of her stuff here. What else? Oh, God. What else should be balanced? Wala wa better, people. Come on.
Hate and love for Allah.
Okay, mute her, somebody. Okay, what did he say? Hate and love for who? Allah. You shouldn't be hating Allah at all.
No, liking what Allah loves, hating what he hates.
Okay, good. Okay, good. There you go. I will also, good job, Brother Malik. I will also train myself. There's so much y'all can be. Sister Wefat wrote a book here. And all the other Arabs that's here on LinkedIn. The Arabs know how to answer this. I will also train myself to love only what Allah loves and hate only what he hates and maintain that balance. Good job. There's so much y'all should be saying about this one. Staying within personal boundaries. Come on. That's what well and better is all about.
Also, you can say every time when I will give greetings, salutation, so to say assalamu alaikum to each other.
I will assure myself that when in the presence of other Muslims, I adhere to and honor their rights. Y'all ain't thinking about none of that. That's well over better. Come on, what else? Yeah, I'm getting excited. Y'all should know this. This is how I can see if y'all understanding what I'm teaching y'all. It should be coming out of y'all like these Arab sisters are writing. They learn this stuff in school. But do they live it? Well, fact. Do they practice well better in the communities over there in the Emirates? She said, we learn this in school, guys. She said, most people don't practice it, but they learn it in school. She said, Laila Nasheeba is the only one that teaches like this. Yep. Come on, I should be getting more answers. Y'all quiet.
Oh, the previous question, I will assure myself. Knowing that I will assure myself in the presence of other Muslims, I adhere to.
Well, no, okay, get off the mic, Geechee. You don't even know where we are. Come on, guys. What else? I will stay within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for me. Y'all can't come up with no more.
So being that you're saying, okay.
I think I might have one.
Okay, come on, Latifah. You a teacher. You better have one.
That sounds better, huh? Being trustworthy to our fellow Muslims.
I will
also being reliable for them when they need us.
There, that's what I'm talking about. See, well, I do have some people here that can get it. Latifah's like me. She came from my community. We were from the 60s. Hello, civil rights. We were raised upon well better. We come from the civil rights movement. We know what allegiance is, so she can get it. I don't know what's with these other people. I don't know where they come from. Okay, so say it again, Tifa, because I'm busy laughing at her. I will well, say it again.
I will be trustworthy to my fellow Muslims.
I will stay within the boundaries. Good job. Boundaries. You see how she answered, Geechee? That Allah set in regards to trust, compassion, and what's the other one?
And being reliable.
And reliability. And reliability. Y'all see how she's answered? That's Wella. That's Wella. Y'all answers should be relating to Bara, not some crap y'all making up. Good Lord. Any other ones? Y'all should have a whole bunch of answers for this. This part here. That's why I chose this name. I chose this name for this reason, to see what Bara y'all can come up with.
And also maintaining boundaries when giving advice.
There we go. There's my baby Pfizer. I will also maintain and respect the boundaries set by Allah when advising, because that's what Islam is all about. When we come together within the communities, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to advise one another and support one another when advising and supporting my fellow Muslims. You get it now, Geechee? Geechee, make up something. Get something, Geechee. It's all about Wella wa Bara. Elma, it's about Wella wa Bara. The rest of y'all, show me Wella wa Bara like these sisters are doing. This is showing me what y'all learned here. Kareem Abu Zaid, you watching. See why I tell you, keep on with this.
Also, how Allah accepts the fact that He makes no mistakes in creating me.
Wait, hey. We ain't into no creation. What are we dealing with? We're on this one here that says,
that's already on there.
We're on this one here. I will stay within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for me. How can you incorporate that in your interaction with other Muslims? This is the Wella wa Bara. We ain't got past that yet. How can you incorporate staying within the personal boundaries that Allah has set when you come into contact with other Muslims, guys? Well, this is what we came up with so far. We said, when I come upon other Muslims, I will not deviate to the right or left in my love or hate or other emotions. I will be balanced in how I treat other Muslims, not preferring some over others. I will not ignore the needs of some over others. I will also train myself to love only what Allah loves and hate only what He hates, while maintaining that balance. And I will assure myself that when in the presence of other Muslims, I adhere to and honor their rights. Good job, Mina. I will stay within boundaries that Allah has set regarding trust, compassion, and reliability. You hear me, Geechee? And I will also maintain the respect and boundaries set by Allah when advising and supporting my fellow Muslims. Y'all got any more to relate to this? Geechee, Elma, Norto. This is Wella wa Bara. What else should we see in our Muslim communities? Do you guys see how when we take the names of Allah and break them down, this is all part of allegiance. Allegiance to Him by knowing His name. Allegiance to the Prophet Muhammad by implementing them the way he taught us. And allegiance to each other by displaying it with one another. This is all Tawheed. This is all Aqidah. This is what's going to get y'all in paradise, not speaking Arabic. And ain't nobody more Arabic than Laila is. I'm from the originals. And I should be an example that all that Arabic ain't going to save you from nothing. It's all about understanding Tawheed. Ain't no Arab more Arabic than me. That's the reality. I'm from the original Copts. All right. Come on, give me some more.
I want to say something else. I would say I will stay within my boundaries by not inventing something new into the religion and spreading it. So instead of
I will also stay within. Good job. You finally redeemed yourself. I'm still waiting on Geechee to redeem herself. I'm waiting on Maisha. I ain't forgot you, Maisha. She need to get them babies in there. The babies would know the answer. My babies would. I'm waiting on Geechee and Maisha to redeem themselves. I will also stay within, what was it again, baby? The laws you said?
I said I would not innovate in this religion and spread in the new.
By not innovating. Good job. Or introducing. Good job. That's wala towards Allah. That's why I picked this name. New into the religion. Good job. Geechee. Somebody get Geechee in here. I want her to do this. And Maisha. Where's Maisha? She in here?
I'm here. I'm thinking of an answer.
This is well better. This is easy. I can go on and on. I wish y'all could see what these Arab sisters wrote. They got books and stuff, pages they done wrote.
Can I say about the third one, or are we still?
We ain't got you do well Bara, Norto. Show me some well better. Okay, go ahead. Next person.
Speak good, or don't say anything at all. Stay in the frame of speaking good.
Good job. I will stay with it when in contact with other Muslims. I will assure myself to stay within. That's a big one. The bounds. Waiting on somebody to say that. The boundaries of speech with others. Good job. These are all problems in the community. These are all problems within the Islamic community. Come on, Maisha, Geechee.
I got one.
You already gave one, Elma. You cool. I want to hear from Geechee and Maisha.
Okay, I will stay within the boundaries of Allah when assisting my fellow Muslims if they are in need.
Didn't we already say that? Not ignoring the needs of some over others. Girl, you got to do better. Maisha, come up with one. This is easy. It's not hard.
Information.
Oh, okay. I will also verify all information. This is what we talked about. Brought to me before harming someone mistakenly. Good job, because Allah doesn't make those mistakes. But you would. Good job. That was CFAB May knows how to do this. Okay, next. Go ahead. Keep it going. Now I'm excited. Y'all doing good. But these are my students in here now. Come on, Maisha and Geechee. Where's Geechee, y'all? Okay, go ahead.
Staying within the boundaries of Allah when setting up community gatherings.
That ain't got nothing to do with the. What does that have to do with the cost of tea in China? So you're gonna go put some lawn chairs on a lawn? What that got to do with anything?
Well, when we set up the gatherings and we're trying to bring sisters together in brotherhood, you want to stay within the boundaries of Allah when you're bringing people together.
What are those boundaries? And give me the boundaries. What are the boundaries? You making it too hard for yourself. Geechee, wake up.
I got one later, and I kind of laugh because we know a person like this.
Go ahead.
That we need to support our fellow Muslims and be steadfast and not be a fair weather.
Didn't we talk about that? Exactly. I will also assure myself to never be a fair-weathered friend. Remember, we talked about that. You want to be somebody that people can depend on. Do y'all see how this name, Al Rasheed, Allah makes no mistakes with this stuff. He's the perfect guide, the perfect teacher. He's free of any mistakes. He never transgressed the boundaries of anything, but we do. Okay, this is good. Y'all got a lot. I was waiting on Geechee. Don't you ever fuss at the baby boy no more, Geechee. See, y'all see where her son get it from? She get the fussing at her boy because he know, but he gets it from his mom. You leave my baby alone, Geechee. Because you couldn't come up with nothing. Leave my baby alone. Okay, now since Norto is so busy trying to end everything because whatever, the last one was the I will accept the fact that Allah made no mistake in creating me to be who and what I am. So I will not try to deviate or change away from that. Okay, Norto, go ahead. How can you incorporate that into your relationship with others? Go ahead, Norto. Norto, go ahead.
Okay, I said how I would incorporate how Allah makes no mistakes and apply it to my interactions with other Muslims is, I said Allah also didn't make a mistake when he was creating us to be of a different race or culture. Rather, it was to get to know each other and help each other out. And the only difference is between our good deeds and morals.
Now that's perfect. That since Allah made no mistakes, wait a minute. In teaching us that we are all created from the same source. Which is good and clean. I will not indulge in racism or culturalism or any of the other isms when in contact with fellow Muslims. Okay, and we can end with that because that was a good ending. You know, she busy trying to end the stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here, guys. Let's read what we came up with. Okay, Allah, He is Ar Rasheed. Ar Rasheed. What does that mean? He is the guide who is incapable of making mistakes when guiding. He is the teacher who is incapable of making mistakes in what he teaches. How does he show us that he is as he says he is? Well, the things that he has taught us to be good and bad are really good and bad. Also, the boundaries of the earth that he created have no mistakes in that. And also, the functions of the human body and its organisms are free of mistakes as well. So how can I take the knowledge of the above and incorporate it into myself? Well, I will stay away from everything that Allah has said to be bad and utilize only that which he said is good. I will stay up within the personal boundaries that Allah has set for me. And how can I take that and apply it in my interactions with other Muslims? In other words, how can I dissect the fact or dilute the fact that Allah is Ar Rasheed and implement it when showing Bara in my interactions with other Muslims? Well, Whenever I come in contact with other Muslims within the community, I will enjoin the good and forbid the evil, as Allah has commanded us to do. Also, when I come upon other Muslims, I will not deviate to the right or left in my love or hate or other emotions. I will be balanced in how I treat other Muslims, not preferring some over others. Nor will I ignore the needs of some over others. I will also train myself to love only that which Allah loves and hate only that which He hates, and maintain that balance. I will assure myself that when in the presence of other Muslims, I adhere to and honor their rights. I will stay within the boundaries that Allah set regarding trust, compassion, and reliability. I will also maintain and respect the boundaries set by Allah when advising and supporting my fellow Muslims. I will also stay within the laws of Allah by not innovating or introducing something new into the religion. And when in contact with other Muslims, I will assure myself to stay within the boundaries of speech when speaking to others. I will also verify all information brought to me before harming someone mistakenly. I will also assure myself to never be a fair-weathered friend. Finally, I will accept the fact that since Allah made no mistakes in teaching us that we are all created from the same source, which is good and clean, I will not indulge in racism or culturalism or any of the other isms when in contact with my fellow Muslims. That is Al Rasheed. That's how we implement Al Rasheed when we come together as a group of Muslims. Subhanallah. Y'all see how good that was? This is how you break down the names of Allah. This is how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught the companions to break down the names of Allah. These lectures y'all listen to on YouTube of these famous brothers, they'll take a name of Allah and give you a soapbox meaning. That ain't how we do it. No. You have to look and see how Allah shows us what He is. How to apply that to yourself. And then how to implement it when you come in contact with other Muslims. Because Islam is all about La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, which is believing that only Allah is worthy of worship, obeying Him, obeying the Prophet, and having allegiance to Him, the Prophet, the religion, and each other. And as y'all can see from us breaking down that one name, look at Wala wa Bara. Y'all see that? Are we going to do more of this? You know, we're going to do more of this as we're going through this book, Al-Wala wa Bara, written by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zayd. We'll be covering more and more of this. I'll try to do it at least once a week. What I'll do is take one of the names of Allah at least once a week, and then we try to break it down, its meaning, and how to implement it with each other. We'll become better Muslims. That's why those companions were the best. They didn't go around slandering each other. They weren't calling each other kafir. If Ibn Masud, and I'm going to tell y'all, Ibn Masud said a lot of stuff. When Ibn Masud made the comment that a woman can break a man's prayer, and a dog can break a man's prayer, and a donkey, the other companions didn't call him a kafir. They didn't call him a denizen of shaitan. They didn't call him a hypocrite. They didn't outcast him. Ibn Abbas simply corrected him. Aisha corrected him. Ibn Umar corrected him. Abu Hurairah corrected him, and they kept it moving. He was still their brother. When Ibn Masud said that a woman must cover her face, when he said that all of the woman's body is order, the other companions didn't call him a kafir. They didn't call him a hypocrite. They didn't boycott and kick him to the curb. They simply told him, Ibn Masud, that is not correct. They corrected him and they kept it moving. You know, they knew Bara. They implemented that in their relationships with each other. Their love for each other transcended any hatred. Okay? They would accept the fact that, well, he just misunderstood that. But he's still a good brother. He still loves Allah. He still loves the Prophet. And he loves us. So we'll overlook his opinion. But he's still our brother. You put your hands on him, you're going to answer to us. That's how the companions rolled. Okay? Muslims today don't roll that way. We'll call each other a cat, even kill each other. You kill a person. Oh, he doesn't pray, so let's kill him. That sister shows her face. Let's kill her. That's how terroristic we are. Why? Because we don't understand the meaning of La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. We've deviated away from that. And we definitely don't know nothing about allegiance and disassociation. We're too busy learning how to sing, allowing shaitan to make us think that in order to get to paradise, all you got to do is learn how to sing Alif Ba Ta, Tha Jim Ha. That's it. And that's not true. That has nothing to do with you getting into paradise, period, dot. Nowhere did Allah say you got to speak Arabic to make it through the grave or anything else. If that's the case, then most of the prophets will be in hell because most of the prophets didn't speak Arabic. Only a 2 or 3 did. And that's questionable. All right? Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Are there any questions on this exercise? I know I got a lot of new Muslims here. Are there any questions on how we broke down these names and attributes? I mean, how we broke down this name?
I don't have a question. I have a comment. I like the format, how you did that. It went to the root and how I could apply it to my life. I like this exercise.
And that's because this is the way the Prophet taught it. That's why I'm telling y'all, if we stick to doing everything in our life, even teaching, if we taught this religion the way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught it, we'd have more Muslims on earth. And the Muslims that are on earth would be super strong. But like Sister Wafas said, I'm the only person that teaches this, that teaches it like this. You learn it this way when you go to Al-Azhar University. If you go to the Islamic University of Al-Azhar, this is the way they teach. But you're not going to get it taught that way anywhere else. You know, and that's sad. But that shows how we deviated away from the Sunnah. Yeah, Sister Wafas said that's the only place that teaches it like this. She graduated from there. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Is it okay? Did you understand, Brother Abdullah? Yeah, go ahead. Whoever that was, go ahead.
What's the difference with Al-Hadi and Al Rasheed?
Big difference because in English, these are, if Dr. Asim were here, he would tell y'all, I'm going to be honest, Al-Rasheed, this is a bad definition. That's not what it really means in English. But this is as close as you can get. It's a big difference. And what y'all might want to do, Precious, is write that down. Because that would be great for Dr. Assam. He will flip when because that's not what this word.
Okay, I'll ask him.
It'll be just like Sister Wear Fast. Sister Wear Fast said, that's Wear Fast type, and this is not really a good meaning. She says some words in Arabic do not translate into English well at all.
Okay.
She said, and this is not really what this word means in Arabic. You know, so, you know, but this is as close as we can get. And it's nothing for you guys to freak out about. Okay. It just take it like it is and keep it moving. Don't get caught up in language. That's why I tell y'all, language is language. Language is not a religion. So don't get caught up in that language. Just learn what you're learning and keep it moving. Because this is better than not knowing anything about Allah. Okay. But this relates more to being a teacher. It relates more, if I were explaining, it relates more, like I said, to not making mistakes in what he's taught. That's how I break it down. And where Fast said that my meaning is pretty good. You know, I would explain this the way I explained it to you guys. There's no mistakes in what Allah has taught us. And there's no mistakes in what he has guided us to. That's what this name means. That's what I would give it to you in English. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of words, you know, it's just a language, just like in French. There's some words we have in French that they don't have in English. It's just a language. But
okay. Thank you.
Who else was that? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm looking to see now, brother. He's telling me to look at what they typed. Okay, I see what they typed. Okay. Oh, Brother Ahmad said, I will make sure whenever I see a Muslim brother backbiting, I will distance from the brother. I make sure. Okay, let me question y'all on this. What should you say when you come upon a Muslim backbiting another Muslim? What should you do? What does Allah tell us to do? We talked about that. If you come upon another Muslim that's backbiting or speaking badly about another Muslim or something, what does Allah command us to do, guys?
We tell them to stop and we don't join in that.
That answer is incorrect. That shows y'all do not be paying attention in class. That is not what Allah tells us to do. Brother Ahmad, you were probably sick and didn't hear the class. What does Allah tell us to do, guys, when we come upon another Muslim backbiting or speaking badly about another Muslim? And it doesn't fall in a category because there's categories of exception. You know, if it doesn't fall in the category of warning about something, if it doesn't fall in one of the exceptions, what does Allah tell us to do when we come upon other Muslims that are speaking badly about anything? Who can remember?
We don't sit in the company of them. We tell them to be your bad deeds, to be mine, and walk away.
Exactly. Allah tells us in the Quran that if you come upon a group of Muslims, this is 2 verses of the Quran we went over, and they're indulging in sinful speech, you tell them, to you be your deeds, and to me be mine. And then you say, Assalamu alaikum, and you leave. I want y'all to remember that because Allah is telling us what to say. He tells us what to say. You already know you leave, but do I just get up and leave? Is that the correct answer? No. Allah tells us what to say to them, because by saying it to them, you're reminding them to have fear of Allah. So we have to follow the program the way Allah commanded us to. You don't just leave. No, you say to you, be your deeds, and to me, be mine. Assalamu alaikum. That is the verse. Why do we say assalamu alaikum? Because by saying assalamu alaikum, you're making dua for them. Y'all see why we have to follow what Allah says and what the Prophet says. Don't add to it and don't take away. Every time we say assalamu alaikum, we're making dua for that person. So you enter the masjid, a group of brothers are talking badly about the imam. You look at them and you say, to you be your deeds, to me be mine, assalamu alaikum, and then leave. Y'all got it? Because you reminded them and also you made dua for them. Wow. See, when we ponder the meaning.
Heavy.
What?
That was heavy there.
Yeah, when we ponder, that's how what ponder the meaning of the Quran. It means think about the verses. There's hikmah. There's wisdom in everything that Allah says. We have to think about it, break it down to the lowest common denominator, and then apply it. Don't just say, just walk away. Oh, no. You ain't got no reward for that. You got one reward for walking away. But if you had said to you be your deeds and to me be mine, assalamu alaikum, you got a 700. Because you made dua for the person and you reminded the person to fear Allah. You enjoined the good and forbade the evil. Walking away is not enjoining the good and forbidding evil. It's only doing it for yourself, but not for the others. Y'all get it? You got one good deed for doing it for you. But now you want to get more. It's about 700, not one. Okay? Everybody understand? Yeah, that's wrong, Brother Abdullah. Well, just do the best you can. Try to find a masjid that you can feel comfortable with. And this is for all Muslim women and men. We should work hard to try to find Islamic communities that we feel comfortable in. You know, just keep looking, go to that mosque to do your prayers. But in the meantime, look for a community that you can feel comfortable with. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got that? So y'all understand what to do. And those were two verses of the Quran where Allah tells us what to do in those situations. Because even in the Prophet's days that happened, people always talk about other people. Like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the majority of the people will be in hell because of failure to control their tongue. So this is always a problem. You know, they would be sitting there talking bad about each other. So that's why Allah sent that verse down, telling us what to do when we come upon that. Okay? And remember, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that the biggest weapon that we have against Shaitan is each other. So when we implement things the way Allah said to do it, you know, we're helping each other in a nice way. You know, subhanAllah. Yeah. All right. Any other questions on that? Good job with that, though. Any other questions or comments? Go ahead. All right, guys. So, inshallah, we have another class at 9 p.m. I'm going to log back in at 9. That's the hadith class. And which one is this? And by the way, you said we almost done with this, Mina.
Yeah, we almost done. It's not one of us. We are on, let me check. We are on hadith, the Muslim should not drink while standing. That's page 54.
That hadith was abrogated. That he put an abrogated hadith. Read that hadith for me. Read it out loud.
Okay, by Abu Hurairah reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "None of you should drink standing, and if anyone forgets, he must throw up, violate, throw up."
And he gives it Sahih Muslim.
Vomit, yeah.
Okay, that hadith is abrogated. That's the problem, guys, with Sahih Muslim. All the hadiths in Imam Muslim's collection are authentic, but many of them were abrogated. Just like the hadith about not fasting on Saturday and Sunday, that hadith was abrogated, canceled out. The prophet canceled that out when the Jews broke their treaty. He said, I used to tell you not to fast on Saturday. I used to tell you not to fast on Sunday to show respect for the Christians and Jews. He said, but now you can fast any day of the week except for Friday, unless you fast the day before it or the day after it. So that's an abrogated hadith. And as we talked about, Salama, may Allah be pleased with her, said after the prophets abrogated that, he fasted more on Saturday than any other day of the week to show the Jews how they were canceled out. So we have to be careful with Sahih Muslim in regards to that. You have to know which hadiths were abrogated. And also this one. In the beginning of Islam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the companions, do not eat and do not drink while standing. If any of you do, he should vomit it out. But then later, after the battle of Uhud, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I used to tell you not to eat or drink while standing, but now you can. And then we have another hadith when Ali radiallahu anha led the people on Hajj. Ali went to the well of Zamzam and he put some water in a cup and he was standing up and he drank from the cup. The people said, Astaghfirullah, Ali. Didn't the Prophet Muhammad command us to not drink or eat while standing? Ali said, I swear by Allah that the Prophet Muhammad himself, when he made Hajj, the one Hajj that the Prophet made, he said, I swear by Allah that the Prophet himself drank standing just like me. He said the Prophet abrogated that command. What's the source? Muwatta. Both of those hadiths, Muwatta and Nasa'i. Okay? So we have to be careful. Imam Muslim, all his hadiths are authentic. But some he included. This is why Imam Bukhari's collection. A lot of people ask, why is Imam Bukhari's collection more authentic than Imam Muslim's? And Dr. Ali spoke about that last week because the scrutiny that he used, and also Imam Bukhari did not. I repeat, he did not. I repeat, he did not include the abrogated hadiths. But Imam Muslim, who was his student, did. So we're not going to discuss that hadith tonight. We'll go to the next. That's abrogated. So when you at the mosque and you drinking water and somebody comes to you and say, astaghfirullah, you going to hell because you standing up drinking. You just smile at them and say, thank you, brother, but that hadith was abrogated. And give them the hadith of Ali. When Ali, radiallahu anha, led the people on Hajj, and he stood at the well of Zamzam and drank the cup of water and said, I swear by Allah that the Prophet himself did this when he led us in his Hajj. Okay? That hadith is also in Bukhari too. All right? So be careful of that. So we'll skip that one and go to the next one. Sheikh Atlee, if you listen to me, that one's abrogated. Yeah, that's one of the, it's authentic though, but it's abrogated. Okay. All right, guys.
The next one is on page 56, Sister Laila.
Is that the last one?
Let
me write that down too. Because
four. We got 4 more left. That's it.
Okay.
5 more left.
When we finish that book, guys, that's when I'm going to replace that class with enjoining good. I'm going to teach you guys enjoining good and forbidding evil. It's going to replace the not one of us. And the signs of the last hour will replace the articles of faith. And then we got the prohibited imitations, which is Sheikh Atlee's new book that we're doing. And we got the hadith for the children, 55 hadiths on discipline that we're doing for the kids. The Sheikh Atlee got so many books. We'll go to another one, but I want to do enjoining the good and forbidding the evil first with you guys. And the signs of the last hour, because the brothers are asking for it. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to log out for right now, but I'll log back in. Yeah, I'll log back in at 9, inshallah. All right. Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.